Hi, Leo. Welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-September 2022 love reading. Thank you to those of you who liked, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. And for those of you new to the channel, as far as what we have in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is to look at the past energies, present energies, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll actually pull some oracle cards for some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Cosmic Tarot. And also keep in mind it's a general reading, so I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right is the other person's. If you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the Ace of Staves, which is the equivalent to the Ace of Wands, and Seven of Staves, so that's the equivalent to the Seven of Wands. This is actually a Leo energy here. But seeing these two things, I feel like this is saying that you might have felt a really strong attraction to this person on a physical level, and I feel like you might have actually come on a bit too strong for their liking. For some of you, it could be the other way around, but either way, I feel like that's the dynamic. One person had the really strong physical attraction and just might have been seen as coming on too strong in the connection. But yeah, for the majority of you, I do feel like it was your energy who was coming on a bit too strong there in the past, at least according to them. Past energy on their side, we have the Ten of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So yeah, they could have just been looking for something with a bit more of an emotional attachment to it, like I said, whereas for you, it seemed like you were more focused on the physical at the time. So just a super generic example, let's say, you as a fire sign, and they could have been like a Pisces or something, so the approach could have been a little bit different there. But ultimately, I do feel like they wanted to see balance in a connection, but they might have felt like, okay, well, if I'm going to give in to the more physical side, I would like to see more from you on the emotional side, So it could be one of those things where they were kind of open to it, but they wanted to see reciprocation. So that's what I see with that. All right, present energy on your side, we have transformation. So this is the equivalent of the death card in traditional tarot. So for some of you, this could just be saying that you might be deciding to cut your losses. For others of you, this could just be saying that this might be an on-again, off-again type of connection that the two of you have as well, because we do see the names Pluto and Persephone on the card. So that could be the dynamic that you guys have too, where you might go through these stretches where maybe you're on the same page for a while, then you start to get into conflicts, right? Things along those lines, but that's what I see with that. All right, present energy on their side, we have the King of Swords and the Five of Cups. So yeah, to me, this could just be saying that they might be coming across a bit more cold and detached with their communication now, because like I said, it seems like you might have tried to go to a more physical route, whereas they were looking for possibly something a bit more emotional at the time. So now they might be a bit more guarded when it comes to communication with you. But at the same time, with that Five of Cups energy there, I do feel like there is underlying disappointment. So they might not show it on the surface, but I do feel like they are disappointed with the way things are going within the connection. All right, future energy on your side, we have the Three of Staves and Temptation. So this is the equivalent of the Death card in traditional, the Devil card in traditional tarot. So seeing this here could just be saying that, you might actually just be waiting for things to change within this connection, but there could be someone else who might actually pull you away from the connection. Again, like I said, it feels like for whatever reason in the moment you just feel like you're desiring just more of a physical connection, whereas this person doesn't necessarily seem to be on the same page as you. So this could just be saying that someone might come along who's on the same page as you in that regard, and that might actually pull you away from this connection. All right, and future energy on their side, we have the Two of Swords. So yeah, this could definitely be perceived as a bit of an indecisive energy. This is Libra energy. But yeah, could just be saying that there are two minds about it, right? So we do see she's facing the cards on the side. So it could just be one of those things where they're trying to weigh the pros and cons, right? Like okay, if we do go to more physical route, right? So I feel like they just might worry that their needs might not be met within the connection, basically. So that could be where their hesitancy is coming from. All right. Bottom of the deck on your side, we have Triumph. So This is the equivalent of the world card. It could just be saying that, you know, maybe whatever this connection was between the two of you, it might have gone the distance, you know, as far as it was meant to go at this point, right? Maybe you already have learned whatever you meant to learn from the connection. Because, I mean, I don't necessarily see this as pointing to the two of you reuniting. It just doesn't really seem like you guys are on the same page at all right now. So I feel like that could be more of what this is pointing to, saying that, hey, whatever experiences you guys were meant to have within this connection, it looks like those are pretty much wrapping up. All right. Bottom of the deck on their side, we have Death. So, um, just like you guys had in the present energy, although it's called Transformation in that deck, same energy here. So, yeah, for a lot of you, this could just be saying that they could be perceiving the connection is over, right? Like I said, it just seems like you guys just had two different approaches and desires around the connection. Or even if the desires were the same, it just seems like your approaches were very different. So, from their eyes, they might be viewing the connection as coming to an end as well. All right, so next we'll see what we get from the Oracle cards. First of all, we'll see what we get from the Aqua Moonlight deck here. And what I'm going to be looking for here is unspoken messages from you to them, and then from them to you. I'll be looking for jumpers initially, but if I shuffle for a while without anything coming up, I'll actually just put the deck down and pull cards that way. So we'll see what we get. Almost have one there. All right, and that does want to go back in the deck, and we'll see what we get from them to you now. All right, so nothing's coming up on their side. So what I'm going to do is put the deck down, and just give me a few seconds to tune in. We'll just pull a card. All right, we'll take this one here. Let me get the rest of them out of the way. And let's see what we got on your side. All right, we have Battle. And battling with the focus on the camera. There we go. It says, I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. Interesting there. Like I said, with this card in particular, it definitely gives me that vibe of like possibly an on again, off again connection that you guys might have, where you might, like I said, get into these clashes for a while, but then you keep being drawn back to each other. So it could be one of those things where maybe that's just a repeat cycle you guys have had, and maybe this is even the energy I could be seeing here could just be a result of Mercury retrograde that just started, and then by the middle of next month, you guys might feel like you're back on the same page again. But that's what I see there. And then from their side, we have yes. So it doesn't really add much there, right? But yeah, um, like I said, it just seems like this person seems to have. It basically looks like you want things your way, they want things their way, and you're just not on the same page on what way that should be right now. So that looks like the primary difficulty. But yeah, like I said, maybe this is just a bit of a retrograde funk that you guys are in, and it might come out of it. But we'll see. We'll see what the Wisdom of the Oracle adds to the mix. Same situation as far as our pre-shuffle this deck as well, but here we're just looking for a single card to wrap the reading up with. All right, and that does want to go back in the deck, so let's see what you guys got. All right, we have Flexible. There's the artwork, and the number is 19. I mean, yeah, at the very least, like I said, it seems like you guys have two very different approaches right now, so some flexibility might be the only way for things to go for the time being, but let's see what it says. Okay, the relationship message says, in every relationship, it's important to be open to new experiences and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time, do you? It's okay to come to a happy compromise. You can still get your needs met. It's a beautiful day when you meet halfway. The appearance of this card on a reading could also signal that you have met someone new who may not be your type, but who will turn out to be so special that you could easily release your old ideas about what sort of partner is right for you. Be flexible. You'll be happy you made that choice. So yeah, interesting message there. Like I said, at least with the current energies I'm seeing, it doesn't look like there's much potential for the connection to really go too smoothly. But this could just be saying that, hey, maybe if you guys are a bit more open-minded, and to be fair, it looks like they could definitely afford to do so as well. Maybe you guys actually find that you have more in common than it appears on the surface. So, hope that resonates with you guys. We'll wrap up there, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.